With Switch 2 launch day on the horizon and all this chaos involving the pre-orders, a lot of people are wondering, when will pre-orders actually start and will everyone be able to get a console? How's it going, guys? Mike here, and I want to talk about all this craziness involving the pre-orders for the Nintendo Switch 2, as well as this controversy surrounding the prices of its games. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss a video. First, let's talk about pre-orders. As a lot of you already know, the craziness has only just begun now that Nintendo has delayed the pre-orders from April 9th to an unspecified date, primarily due to some tariffs that the Trump administration has slashed on foreign countries. This is really bad, especially since China and Vietnam are the two main countries where Nintendo makes most of their consoles, but there's a possibility that tariffs could be lifted off of Vietnam due to some recent developments in the news, and it could possibly lower the Switch 2's price. I actually read a YouTube comment claiming that the price could go as low as anywhere between $350 to $400, but only time will tell if that actually happens. This also makes you wonder how easy the console will be to pre-order compared to the PS5 and Series X, and those launches were a nightmare. I speak from experience when I say that those consoles were impossible to find during launch, let alone even pre-order, and I hope the Switch 2 doesn't deal with that sort of situation. In fact, it was a miracle that I was even able to get the consoles on launch day without a pre-order, because those things were impossible to snag. But you gotta keep in mind that Nintendo's not gonna have the same problem that PlayStation and Xbox did. Number one, because they've had way more time to prepare than these other consoles did, and number two, we have way more manufacturing of semiconductors than we did during the pandemic. Plus, we're not in the pandemic anymore, so it makes perfect sense. But you also have to wonder if Nintendo is gonna have enough consoles for everyone on launch day. I mean, they've made that same promise at past launches, and it wasn't kept. They said there'd be enough Wiis to go around, and of course, that wasn't true. They said that the 3DS and Wii U would have enough consoles, and of course, that wasn't true. Even the Switch had a stock issue at launch. So I'm very curious to see if the Switch 2 will have the same problem, or if Nintendo will actually honor their promise for once. In addition, Nintendo's also caused a lot of controversy with the prices of the Switch 2 games, and they are extremely expensive. I'm talking $90 for a physical copy of a game. This is ridiculous considering that most Switch 1 games are anywhere between $30 to $60, with exceptions like Tears of the Kingdom, and it depends on who they're made by as well as whether or not they're on sale. At the same time, it didn't do Nintendo any favors that in the days ahead during their Treehouse Directs, people were so pissed off about it that one of the #1 trending comments and X tags was drop the price. This issue's so bad, it's literally causing people to renege on actually pre-ordering the console, and I know a few friends and co-workers that think the same thing. On the plus side, it's going to make it a lot easier for people who are actually planning on pre-ordering to get the console on day one. But this price controversy is a big deal. I mean, I can understand a $10 price increase since they did that for Tears of the Kingdom, but $80 to $90 for a digital or physical Switch game is a lot to ask for. I mean, a lot of people have bigger expenses to worry about, like student loans, car payments, rent, mortgage, you name it. Plus, it sets a bad precedent for other publishers and could convince them to raise their prices as well. This could practically put the entire gaming industry in jeopardy. But nevertheless, I hope Nintendo takes into consideration how angry they've made the gaming community with all these prices, and it's entirely possible that they could drop prices if there's enough fan backlash. I mean, if you guys recall, the 3DS had the same problem because of how outrageously high its price was at launch, specifically the fact that it was $250, and Nintendo got so much negative backlash over it that it had to reduce the price, mainly because number one, the console was way too expensive for the specs we got, and number two, you can buy a Switch Lite for like $50 cheaper than that original price. Either way, the Switch 2 has the potential to outsell the PS5 and Series X and potentially do extremely well at launch, especially considering all its amazing specs and features, including 4K and 1080p resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, the new game chat feature, the mouse mode, and all these amazingly innovative features that expand upon an already amazing console. But I want to hear your thoughts. Are you planning on pre-ordering or waiting till the price drops? What games are you the most excited about, and what do you hope to see on the Switch 2 in the near or far future? Let me know in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you're up to date with all the latest gaming news and reviews. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the day pre-orders open for the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the Mike Check XP YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss an upload, and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. And be sure to leave your thoughts and insights in the comments section and invite a friend to check out these videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here next week. Take care.